Hey guys, Jeff here from Films at Home. We're coming up on the end of 2017 and I thought that I'd do a few top 5 videos for this year so far. So as you probably know, I'm a huge horror movie fan. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to break down the top 5 physical home media releases of 2017 in the horror genre. So that could be a 4K release, a Blu-ray release, whatever's come out this year in 2017. I'm going to tell you what my top 5 that I got this year are. So first up here, this is in my top 5 for sure. This is Mother, Darren Aronofsky's film with Jennifer Lawrence and Javier Bardem. I actually did a 4K review of this just recently when this 4K copy came in. You can check that out by going right up here and clicking the little link. But this movie was so different. It's something that I'd never seen before. I mean, I don't know if it necessarily fits in the horror genre, but it's definitely creepy, scary, and it has an excellent story. If you know Darren Aronofsky, you probably know him best from Black Swan, like it says right on the cover. But this is honestly, I think, one of the best movies I've seen this year, hands down. The overall story here and the film itself is excellent. I highly recommend this. Transfer is great, HDR is great. It is a 2K up conversion, so the 4K isn't necessarily what you need. You could get away with the Blu-ray just because it's a 2K digital intermediate. Meaning that, you know, full HD is as high as it was finished. But honestly, I always go for the 4K when I can. I'm starting to collect those. So definitely recommend Mother. This is easily in my top 5, maybe of the year, but definitely in the horror genre. Next up here is Get Out. What list from 2017 would be complete without Get Out in it? I thought the Blu-ray was excellent. I got this for review from Universal Studios. The movie was excellent, the transfer was excellent, and I was really into this when I was watching it. I cannot wait to watch it again. It's one of those movies where you definitely on the second viewing will pick up on more things you missed the first time around, so I'm excited to check it out. I also feel really strongly about this film that, you know, I think that Jordan Peele deserves an Oscar for Best Director, and I know the horror genre doesn't get a whole lot of love, but this year with Get Out and then It and all the other successes in the genre, Jordan Peele is probably the best director of the year, hands down. And I think the movie should be nominated for Best Picture. I don't think it'll win because it's a horror movie, technically, but it's one of those, it's probably the most well-known movie of 2017. And so I think it should be on the list of top 10 movies for the year, for sure, when it comes to the Academy Awards. Next up here, I've got kind of the lesser-known movie here. It's The Void. This is sold by Diabolic DVD in the States. I could not find a copy from them, so I actually went out and purchased this version, which I believe is the this is the UK version, sorry, not Australian. The UK Blu-ray does play region free. You can pick this up on Amazon UK. It was pretty cheap, takes a couple weeks to ship, but it wasn't too bad to get here, and it's one of the coolest movies of the year. If you really like things like Stranger Things, where you have a lot of creature horror, this has some of the best creature horror that I've seen in a long, long time. I mean, the movie, the acting isn't top-notch, but it's just the fact that it's a throwback to those old movies where you had the crazy creatures and the whole kind of 80s vibe that Stranger Things really goes for. And this is in, you know, an hour-and-a-half package. An awesome movie to watch. Lots of really, really cool scenes, and the special effects team did an excellent job on this. The Blu-ray release here is also very well done. I thought the transfer was really solid. The audio is pretty nice as well. It's just a typical 5.1, but you know, it played really well on my system, and you know, the HD transfer again was great. Highly recommend this. Definitely something you should check out if you're a fan of horror movies. Next up here, this is from Scream Factory, the collector's edition of Silent Night, Deadly Night. I thought this is one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and it's mostly because of the new transfer. So I had the old Blu-ray, and the transfer is really pretty sketchy. It looks like it came from a VHS master or something from, you know, a long time ago, that a lot of work was not put into it. It was kind of rushed out to Blu-ray, and they were hard to find for a while, actually. I managed to find one on eBay, but the transfer was terrible. So I was excited for this because this has a new HD transfer from the original camera negatives. And what that means is that they took the 35mm film and they ran that through the machine and took the HD, you know, transferred it to HD right out of that, and got the best source that they possibly could for this movie directly from an original film negative, which is what came right out of the camera when they filmed the movie. The packaging is also excellent. I love the artwork on the cover. Special features, it's obviously loaded, has the unrated version on here, all kinds of interviews and commentaries and, you know, still galleries. I mean, Scream Factory outdid themselves with this one. It's kind of a lesser known horror movie for a lot of people. I know I hadn't heard about it for a long time, but when Scream Factory puts a release out like this, you know, it's one you have to have, and it's easily, for the new transfer, the amount of special features, and just the overall package. I mean, this is one of the coolest covers, slip covers, that I have in my collection. I just love the artwork on it, and it's a must-have from 2017. And last but not least, here we get the Stranger Things Blu-ray set for season 1. This is the VHS version that came from Target as a Target exclusive. I love the way it looks in the shelf. It has like that old rental sticker on it. You know, all this cool artwork. It looks like an old VHS tape. I actually unboxed this when it first came out, and I did a review, so you can click up here again to check that one out. But I just love this set, and of course the show is just brilliant. So as you can see, it looks just like a VHS tape. You open it up inside. There's actually a poster in here with the Demogorgon. You got a couple Blu-ray discs of the show. But I mean, if you love Stranger Things and the fact that Stranger Things 2 came out this year, this set right here is a must-have. It's a no-brainer to pick this up if you're a fan, if you're a collector. It is a little bit taller than a standard Blu-ray, as you can see here. So it's not going to fit on your regular shelf, but I usually just stick it up on a display part. You know, we'll stick it here or something and just display it. It looks great on a shelf. It looks like an old VHS tape. You know, some people may question, oh my God, where'd you get that? That looks so cool in your collection. The artwork is excellent. Highly recommended for this year. So guys, that's 2017 in horror movies for you. These were my top 5 of the year. Absolutely loved them. I collected about 200 horror movies this year alone. These are the ones that were actually released in 2017, but I think this is a solid list if you're looking to start a Blu-ray collection or you really want to get into horror. 2017 was a great year for horror. If It had come out, it won't come out till January of 2018, but It definitely would have been on my list. Obviously, Get Out, The Void, these are some great movies. It Comes at Night is an honorable mention. Black Coat's Daughter, also another honorable mention. There's some really good horror from this year. So start with these guys, branch out, find some new movies. There's a lot to love if you're a horror fan in 2017. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to have a few of these videos coming over the next couple of days. I'm going to cover a couple different genres, break down my top 10 of the year, and really dive into, you know, what was so great about 2017 in collecting. So if you like this video, definitely click that thumbs up button. Definitely subscribe to the channel. Check out my other videos. We're pushing 500 subscribers. We're already at 475. I wanted to get 500 before the new year, so I need 25 more of you guys to hit the subscribe button before January 1st. I think we can make it happen. And let me know in the comments if if you agree with my top 5 of the year, or if I missed any. I tried to throw out a couple honorable mentions at the end. I know there was so much great stuff from horror this year that I had to cover, but I wanted to keep it to 5 and really make a nice list based on, you know, packaging and the transfer in the film itself. So let me know if I missed any. I'll definitely reply to all your comments. And till next time, guys, thanks for watching.